Hawaii is home to one of the best stargazing places in the world, acclaimed, Mauna Kea. And when we heard that it has some of the best stargazing in the world, we absolutely had to go. So we looked into doing a tour.
Sadly, it's rather expensive. Today, we're gonna do our own DIY experience on how to stargaze on Mauna Kea, and we thought we'd help bring you guys along.
Conditions before you get up there, because it's possible that the roads are closed because it snowed, but you really have to make sure that you're actually going to be able to see some stars and drive up there at all.
So we're going to do the easy route, and we're going to drive up to the visitor center, which is still at 9,200 feet. So you do still need to be mindful of altitude sickness. Drink a lot of water before you go.
It is pretty cold, so we're looking at 20 to 30 degrees at night once the sun goes down. One of the most important things in that regard is to be dressed appropriately. We tried to dress appropriately. In Adam's mind, that meant driving shirtless and in leggings, so, you know. If this is something that you really want to do, you're gonna have to plan and pack accordingly. So we've got everything from hats and gloves to winter jackets. We are layering up because you also have to keep in mind you're just sitting there. Now we're going earlier than, you know, when it's dark out, because we want to see the sunset. Now the sunset above the clouds apparently is just gorgeous. So that's something we really want to catch.
Holy cow. We literally just had to run up that hill to catch a glimpse of the sunset.
Worth it.
Really should have.
Should have got here a little bit.
Should have gotten here sooner.
This is becoming a theme. You should get here sooner.
Okay, so the first layer of the sunset is over. So since we don't have to run this time, we're gonna hike back down this little hill, grab everything we really need out of the car, and come back up here to eat dinner, and then also have an incredible spot to stargaze from the top of this hill. So we have our beach chairs. Abby's got a blanket for us to cover up with when it gets even colder. And we have a lovely pasta salad that's hopefully still warm, along with some tea, utensils, and everything that we're going to need. Things that we've learned so far. One, if you're trying to do this for the sunset, come a little earlier than you think you need to.
It takes about an hour and a half to get here, actually, not an hour and 15. You probably want to leave, like, the sun sets.
Yep.
You probably want to leave 2.5 hours before the sun sets.
Yeah, that's about right. Next thing, the visitor center does not have a good view of the sunset itself. I would suggest coming to this peak, because in looking around the visitor center parking lot, there's really not many other places that are easy enough to get to quickly and or would be a considerable hike. So this one seems to make the most logical sense. There's a pretty straightforward trail to walk right up. So plan accordingly. Third thing, headlights. We have
like
headlights.
Your headlights, not on your car.
We thought about bringing them and we didn't. Which...
Now, phone lights work, this GoPro light works. However, if you have headlights, you get your hands.
But I will say, I think we did do a lot right as far as planning this as a picnic dinner spot, because this is, as soon as we turn this light off and we can see in the dark again, it is going to be incredible.
The sun isn't even down all the way yet, and the stars are still so bright. It's gonna be excellent. Dinner warm drinks. You cannot have too many layers. It is cold. Like, it's really cold.
So we hope you enjoyed our DIY stargazing video for Mauna Kea, which again is truly one of the best places in the world to come and see the stars. It is absolutely 100% worth it. If you're coming to the Big Island of Hawaii, this is of many of the things that we've done here, this is definitely in the top handful. So it's worth the while, but you really do need to be prepared. So do your homework. Make sure that you are well prepared, but when you get here, be enjoyed to see some absolutely incredible views and a magical night looking at the stars.